Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Nashawn,
And I'm King Caleb.
and we have another special guest today. All right, Mister, introduce yourself, man.
Rafael. Yes, man. Let's do this, bro.
Hey,
All right, you ready?
sir, bro.
Yes,
It's,
sir.
it's been crazy, man. It's been crazy, bro. Trying to figure some things out, but we here, man.
We
Appreciate
here.
you coming on, man. So that's
For
awesome,
sure,
bro.
for sure.
Bro, for the people who don't know who Rap is, tell them who you are, man. Like, what do you do? You know, what's your career? Where do you live? What's your social security? Okay.
Real talk. Your
Yeah.
bank account, wire transfer number, nigga.
Bro, just kidding, bro. You can go ahead. Just tell them. Just give them a little story of
this
who
mine?
you are.
Sure. I think that's
Yeah.
that's
That's yours. You think? No, that's mine. Yeah.
all right. Well, Rafael, came from the islands, Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. It's been almost 6 years, bro, since I've been living here.
Yo.
Yeah, bro, 6 years. Started from the bottom,
Now we here.
Yeah. So,
Hey, real talk,
Yeah,
yes,
man,
sir. Yes, sir.
just been, working at the hospital mainly. That's where I'm like working currently right now. That's how I met,
Yes,
the man with the plan right here,
Yes,
bro. The
sir.
man with the
Crazy man
plan.
with the plan.
Yeah, bro. So, yeah, I mean, I started as an EBS. I remember started from there.
Yeah.
Um,
What were you doing there?
Basically, linen, throwing trash,
Yeah, bro. Like beat.
cleaning rooms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
But now, look at
But
you.
now, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
oh.
Mr. Worldwide, traveling all over.
Real talk.
Yeah, I kept working hard and got myself to become like a tech, like a PCT. It's like one of those techs
A
that
nurse
help.
tech.
Yeah, a nurse tech that helps like the nurses and stuff. So at that point, I was cleaning people. It was like really hard.
Yeah.
Also, bro, it was tough, man. And then, bro, I kept working hard and I became a nurse, bro. And that's what I've been doing so far, man. Just
Nice,
It's amazing.
yeah.
It's like
So
kind of like a rags to riches story.
Right, I was just about to say that. Yeah, just thinking that. Yeah,
Um,
bro. I know, like, back in the day, man, we were just two guys, doing our thing, bro.
That's
But
what all
now
doing.
this man is,
yeah, man.
you really gotten far, man.
Yeah, bro. It was. I
We're proud of
remember.
you. I've only known you for like 2-3 years now.
Yeah, it's been like how long, man?
Yeah.
I think
I've
I've
known
known
you
you
for
for
5
the
years.
longest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
5 years.
And I met you after.
Yeah,
I met,
bro.
well, it's been pretty much 4 years then for me. But
Yeah, man. It's crazy how far time has gone, and like looking back, how
Yeah, how
Things
much
started,
you've
bro.
changed, bro. How much
Right.
you've
Yeah,
changed too,
man.
you've
man.
grown. With that being said, I know a little bit about your background. Obviously, you came from Puerto Rico, but I know you were a nurse over there first, right?
yeah. We just I graduated over there, but the economy over there was really tough, especially for somebody that doesn't have experience over there. So I was like, well, the only solution is for me to pack my stuff and see a new horizon, bro.
Yeah. That's
So-
a big thing, man.
That
That's a
is.
big
Yeah,
thing,
Big
bro.
leap of faith.
I remember I got here in Florida. I didn't have anything. I didn't have a car or anything like that, bro. I remember I started my first job was at Walmart.
Yo.
At Walmart, man. So, and I used to drive. I used to not drive. I used to take my bike. I used to have a bike, and I would ride my bike to go to Walmart
Bruh.
to work.
Humble experience.
I did not
Yeah,
know
man.
that, man.
Me,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, Lewis. I know. I met Lewis. At Walmart. That was one of my closest friends. Also, I remember when he didn't met me back then. When I first moved, he would see me like ride my bike because he used to go to Walmart also. So he will see me go with my bike, and I remember one time he stopped me. He's like, "Hey man, are you the guy that goes ride his bike to work?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." He's like, "Man, I can give you a ride whenever you want." And that's how we became friends, man. Me and
That's
Lewis.
real, man.
Yeah. So, and that's how I learned how to speak my English a little bit, because I knew a little bit of English, but
Right.
it was so broken that it was really hard for you to understand what I was trying to say sometimes.
You do?
Bro, it was tough. I remember I was a cashier at Walmart.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Dang,
bro.
you have to be talking. You have to be
Bro.
talking
Yeah,
all day.
bro. You're working with money and
Customers.
customers. Those
Uno?
lines.
Uno safe?
Yeah, bro. Like it's you can. People are rude. People at Walmart's are like
yeah, they're
ruthless,
savage,
bro. Savage. If you're doing a little bit of mistake or they see you're like, they'll like curse you out right there and then, man. They don't play, bro. They don't play.
Yo.
Yeah. So, but I feel like I learned a lot. I feel if I would have became a nurse straight when I came from over there, I would have not have learned through all those
Right.
struggles. I would have just become a nurse and I would have never known how to speak English. I would have not
Become a better man.
become a better professional if I didn't went through all those struggles. And I don't know, like there was some point of my life where I was like really playing like the victim, like victimizing myself. I was like, man, this is so hard. I came from an island. I don't speak English. I don't know anything. So I would just be stuck. Just telling myself, you didn't know English. You don't know anything. So sometimes I feel like people just like to victimize themselves, and I was like one of them.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. And it's, sorry, what you saying?
No, I feel like those struggles really help you grow and become better. I started realizing that like later on. I was like, damn, I'm really grateful for those struggles in life, bro.
Yeah.
I really am, man. So I always tell this to everybody, like, don't ever let those struggles. I feel like for a man, adversity is like the best thing that can happen to you. For real, bro.
Overcoming trials and tribulations.
Yes, bro. It's like the best thing that can ever happen to you. It's crazy to think you can't walk. This is another thing. I've been reading this book because you got me into those things. And bro, what it talks about basically, this book that I'm reading is called Meditation, like I told you.
Yeah.
It's by Marcus Aurelius. It's this philosopher that basically talks about adversity as a man, bro. And it's like you can't walk life in easy mode. Because then you won't know what are you capable of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because anything can happen to you, let's say, right? And you're walking through life as a easy mode, and you're like over here like, oh, like a situation happens, now how are you gonna solve that situation? You've never been through something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I mean, I feel like the books was another really stepping stone that really pushed me to another level of understanding how it is to become a man and realize how important reading is. So yeah.
And that's awesome, man. That you recognize that you had that victim mentality. You're like, wait, I'm not a victim. I can do something about it. And I think, when I met you, because you're like 4 years older than me.
Yeah, just 29.
Yeah. And even back then, it was like I would talk about stuff. Like I'd talk about the books that I was reading, and like you were always like willing to listen, man. You would say, "Oh man, well you're a little, like nah, bro." You were always like willing to listen, man, and I think that's awesome, man. Like you always had that open mind. Where you're like, okay, I don't know everything. Maybe this person knows something, or like maybe they have some knowledge or something that might add to my knowledge.
Yeah, something like you don't know everything in life, and that's how I was. I think that's why some of my rejecting those books and not listening sometimes. I was like, oh, I don't know. Like I kind of like felt like I knew everything, and I didn't want to read a book. It's like sometimes people don't want to sit down and actually put in the work. Nobody wants to sit down, open a book. Okay, chapter 1. Especially in the life that we're living now, that everything is like short span. It has to be
Instant
a video.
gratification.
Yeah, instant. It has to be like videos. It has to be a list. Short and quick. And nowadays, like people don't want to spend a lot of time on something. Especially on stuff that actually is gonna help you grow, like books. You have to put in time to read a book and understand a book. But nowadays, like people are so on, the short spam on Instagram or TikTok, and those videos that now nobody wants to put in that work,
Right, they can watch the video. Wow, I feel great, and then they go
Right.
back to eating, 3 burgers before bed.
Yeah, no, it's not. But yeah, it's like going to the gym. Like you're not gonna get the results right there and then. That's why a lot of people don't want to keep going. They'll go one day or two, and then
They don't see any result.
they don't see any result, and they're like, whatever, man. This is not
Yeah.
working. Like this is not for me,
Mm.
And they start to accept themselves, how they are, because there's society now. You should accept yourself as just how you are,
Yeah,
which
body
is
positivity,
correct, politically correct.
We live in a
Yeah.
politically
Yeah,
world.
correct. But then again, it's like.
Everybody's
You
a winner. We
No,
all get
man.
A's.
Come on, man. I feel
Everyone
like
can be in first place.
I would rather somebody tell me like, listen,
How
man,
it is.
you're doing this
You
wrong.
messing this up.
You're messing this wrong. You gotta do something, And I feel that's good. That's healthy,
Yeah.
Right.
Negative feedback, work on
Exactly.
yourself.
Exactly.
So
You tell you how it is, because I feel like if we don't get those type of people that tell us how it is, we're just gonna get stuck. We're just gonna stay the same.
yeah,
Oh, I look good how I am.
yeah, man.
But and then you wonder why you're not getting results, or like you can't get the girl you want. You look the same.
Mm.
You live in the
Yeah.
same financial situation.
Right, you haven't, developed your mind, man. Are you even fun to be around, bro?
Exactly.
Are you just, yeah, every time you
Yeah.
talk to a girl, bro,
Right.
And then they expect, you should accept me as I am, man. If I'm boring, you should just accept me like that, bro. You
Right,
know?
Exactly.
It doesn't work like that, right?
bro.
Like you have to experience life. You have to go and do things, because then you don't know how to defend yourself. You don't know how to go out there and like socialize with people.
Right.
I think those experiences what is gonna help you go in society and like be who you are as a person.
You really do have to put in the work. It's not gonna come to you like like a microwave, bro. You just beep beep beep, boom,
Right.
wait like 30 seconds. And I remember I sent you a video the other day about instant gratification or like delaying gratification, because sometimes even I can notice myself. It can be a habitual way of thinking of I'm gonna do this because it's fast. If it's not fast, I'm not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a terrible way to think. That's
Right.
not sustainable. That's if you want like a worthwhile goal in life, you can't expect it to be fast, and you cannot quit just
Mhm.
because it's not fast.
Yeah. I think we have to like reprogram our mind and be more into the delayed gratification than the instant one.
Right.
Because sometimes you go into let's say you're into the fitness life and you're eating healthy, and then you go to a party and people are telling you, "No, man, come on, eat with us, whatever."
Right.
But that's like they don't understand, and sometimes explain to those people it's like they don't understand because you're more into that delayed gratification because sticking with your diet and going to the gym and eating healthy is gonna get you the results that you want. That actually you're gonna be even feeling even better
Right.
later on because you're gonna get the body that you want.
Exactly.
People are gonna be like, "Whoa,
Mistake
how do you did all that? Like, man, like that's so you look
It's
great."
funny. I seen a study that said the better you look, the more likely you are to get a promotion.
Yeah, no, I mean that's
They respect that so much.
That's how it is, man. That's how it's always been. Like, good-looking people always get that leverage. You never heard that
Crazy,
before?
bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it is,
It's
right?
wild.
Yeah.
Like they get away with more things
Just because being good looking.
because
Like-
they're good-looking.
I ain't even gonna cap, man. It's like there was a girl. It's crazy, bro. Like if a girl's like a 6.5, I expect okay, you gotta have the personality, you gotta. But if she's like an 8 or a 9, bro, I'd be like, okay, she a little boring, but she's pretty bad, and she would. meet
Yeah,
me.
like you're willing more to compromise.
Right, exactly.
You're willing to more
She's
compromise.
boring, but she's hot,
Right,
so
right.
that's okay.
Yeah, I'll let it go. For now,
Yeah, for now. So.
But yeah, that's how it's always. Even at work, like if you're, it just works out better for you. And it speaks volume. Like I had this experience, right, where I'm at work, right, and then I put my uniform, I look fit, and I'm applying for this new position at work, to just level up. And when I go to introduce myself to the manager, the first thing that person is gonna see, what do you think he's gonna be looking at? He's gonna be looking at you, your physique. And he's gonna be like, damn, like this person that what he's gonna see is like, okay, this guy goes to the gym, he's fit. What does that talk about? That's basically saying that your dedication, your
willingness to take
your
care.
willingness, your how do you say that word?
No,
It shows your I was actually listening to a video today, another podcast, and it was like when you go to the gym, you take care of yourself. That's mean when you see someone fit, like let's say a boss looks at you, he's like, okay, I know he's gonna take care of the things I need you to take care of.
Yeah, because
I know you're gonna take care of your finances. You know, you someone is fit. I know you have your other things in priority.
exactly, you have things organized. You're dedicated. You're more serious about you and how you are, how you look. You look presentable. That's what they're basically looking at, you know?
Right.
I remember when I used to live in Puerto Rico, right? This is something crazy that now I started to realize. Every time that I go to, let's say, to a fancy restaurant or a bar or anything like that, what do you think they have serving? Who's serving the drinks or the foods?
Oh, the woman.
The woman, right?
Yeah.
A beautiful woman. You're like, whoa. But why do you think they do that?
Because you're more likely to buy.
Yeah, that attracts the customer. So
Yeah.
that's basically how it is. They see that and they're like, okay, this person, you know, we want him to work with us. We want him to be here because
Right.
he's representing us, you know? And that's basically how it is with life. Like, if you take care of yourself and you look representable, it opens so many doors.
That's a perfect segue because you obviously got really good style. So like I know you carry yourself in a good. I mean, you hit the gym, you dress well. So like, you know, a lot of guys, you're like, no, I don't care. I don't have to dress well. How important is dressing well? Also, not just taking care of your body.
Bro, I feel like that's another requirement. I feel like your personal, how do you look, it just says a lot, you know. It speaks a lot to you because when you look representable, people think like this guy, we can't.
He's serious.
He's serious. Like, this guy doesn't look crazy, you know?
Yeah,
like you can't like you see somebody, you see like he's well organized and you feel like more respect for that person, you know?
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, for this podcast, I would have just come here with, you know, with a tank top, with a New York hat, you know, looking all.
Come comfortable, bro.
Yeah, like.
Comfortable, man.
No, actually no.
Yeah, but it's different. Let's say if I would have dressed up, you know, and it's like more serious, you know, you would have been taking me more serious, and I'm basically representing your podcast, you know, and yeah, I feel like you dressing up nice, looking good, is the one of the main fundamentals of, you know, yourself, representing yourself. This is what it's all about, representing yourself as a person. You know?
Like that.
So.
Yeah, that's really good, man. You
Mhm.
always have to represent yourself, and there's kind of like a contradictory, I guess, to that. Was like you can represent yourself very well, but at the same time, it's all about like how you see yourself too. It's like, okay, other people see me as this, and even though clothes are really good to wear and they do say something about you, it truly is about how you see yourself. Because you could have the designer clothes, you could have like all these things, but if you don't like yourself at the end of the day, if you think that you're trash, if you think that, you know, like, I'm a fraud, man, and it's like all that.
It's not gonna work out. Like, you have to really be. But this is the thing that I always say. Like, if you go to the gym and you feel good, you look good,
you do good.
You do good, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like, you're down to win. You know, your confidence. You know, when you go to get a haircut, bro, you feel good. You want to go out and, you know,
right,
absolutely,
go out there and it boosts your confidence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Cut, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. That's how I see it. I see. Well, I got my first haircut. I got my clothes looking good. My confidence is gonna be, you know, on a whole nother level. You know, you're not gonna feel, you know. So you can't fake it. I feel like sometimes people try to buy expensive things, you know, designer clothes and stuff like that, but they don't. They're just faking it. They're just looking for approval of other people.
Or just trying to compare themselves.
Yeah, like they don't do it generally, you know.
Right.
But let's say you're a person that goes to the gym, you feel good, you're good with yourself. You add that with you, bro. It's a different experience than a person that is insecure and just trying to like show it off.
Yeah.
You know, it's just they're faking it.
Exactly.
More than anything.
Exactly. So I know when you came here, you had to retake the test, right? Because you were already a nurse over there?
Yes. That was a struggle for me at the beginning.
I want to talk about that because I was like, that's one of the best things I know about you. Because most other people, dang, go to another country, screw that. I ain't gonna retake the test. You know,
Yeah.
like you said, you need to keep that. You need to keep that victim mentality. You're like, you know what? I'm going through trials and tribulations right now, but I'm gonna overcome it no matter what.
Yeah.
And right now, you are overcoming it. You're doing really well in life.
Phenomenal.
You're phenomenal. You know.
Yeah.
So, what made you keep going? What made you not want to give up?
I feel the main thing that I have in my head is like you only fail when you don't try. That's how I always see things. You know, that's like if even because I remember when I took my test, I failed. You know, once, and I was like that was really devastating for me, and I failed twice, but I never let that stop me. You know, I never let that took me down to where I can't do this no more. Because I know I had in me like saying like, well, if I give up, then I'm actually truly failing. You know,
giving up is failure.
Giving up is the actual failure than the actual taking the test and failing it. You know what I'm saying?
Taking that step.
Yeah, just taking that step and keep going forward. You know, and that's how I keep learning through life. I feel like through failure, that's how you keep learning. You know,
Right.
So keep up the failure, man.
Keep up the failure. I love that.
I'm good. I mean, I can keep failing. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going no matter what.
That's great, man. That's great.
I'm not gonna let that,
That's
just keep me stuck in the same place.
That's great.
You know, because if I would have just been like, I can't find a job over there, right, in Puerto Rico, I would have been like, well, man, if I would have played the victim mentality, I'd be like, man, screw this. I'm just gonna work a regular job. Stay over there comfortably, I don't have to go to another state.
Do they have unemployment?
Huh?
Do they have unemployment?
Oh, yeah, you have unemployment over there.
I'll collect unemployment.
Yeah, I'll just stay home comfortably over there in the island. I don't need to go to another state and do all that extra work. Why would I do all that, you know? But I decided to take a chance, to risk it, and look how it turned out, man.
Right.
And I feel that's how it is. That's how it is. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest risk is not taking the risk at all.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I remember, man, this is a fun fact. I remember when I first started to the gym, bro. I have a picture of myself. When I came here, I was like super skinny. You can even see my ribs and everything.
What?
Yeah, bro, I was super skinny. I remember I went with Louis, my best friend that I told you at Walmart. I went to the gym with him, and that's how I knew Strive, the gym here in Tampa. Bro, I was like, barely can lift anything, bro. And this guy, Louis, was ripped. He was strong. I remember this guy was like really athletic. I was like, damn, man, I want to be looking like you.
Yeah.
I remember. And one time we were like lifting weights, right? And his trainer at the time, he saw us, and I was like lifting probably like 20s. And he was lifting like 50s, bro.
Yo.
And he's like, and I told his trainer, I was like, bro, I'm going to be like him or I'm going to surpass him. That's one time. The trainer was laughing and he said, not with those weights, you're not.
Yo.
Bro, and he was like, not with the, okay, all right. All right, cool.
That's
bro,
crazy.
If I would have let that trainer just affected me by saying that and just play the victim and be like, well, you know what? He's probably white, I won't be able to pass him. Bro, I would have been still stuck in the same place. Coming from a trainer telling you that.
Like an expert, bro.
Yeah, like you feel like, damn.
Well, they're right. They know.
Yeah, like they know what they're talking. He's a trainer, I would have been like stuck, I would have been still, I would have give up.
Yeah, bro.
Done anything. But what took me keep going forward was that, nah, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do this.
I love that, man. Keep going.
Yeah.
That mentality, man. You don't take things at face value where, oh my gosh, it looks so bad, I'm going to quit. It's like, regardless, okay, it looks bad. That's the key term, bro, is that it looks bad, but that doesn't mean it's going to remain bad if you do something about it. And this man did something about it, bro.
Do something about it. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
man. It's crazy. The same thing happened with the books, bro. I didn't believe in the books back then. And I remember you used to tell me, man, the books is going to change your life, bro. I was like, nah, man, I don't think And I gave it a try, bro. I remember I was like, for that year of how COVID started and everything else, I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what this is about, bro.
Right. So what I've
crazy.
noticed with you is that you took time to work on yourself,
Yeah.
to develop yourself.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do not take time to develop themselves. And now you don't mind saying, right? You have a significant other, right?
Yeah.
You took time to work on yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and that person, I assume is a great person, obviously,
Mhm.
came in your life.
Yeah.
So, what do you say to those people like that are so focused on, dang, I gotta go get girls first. I gotta do this first. But, you took time for school, you took time to work on your body,
Yeah.
because we always say purpose comes first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everything else will align.
Yeah.
And my other question is, how is she also helping you? Because it's always good, especially a man on his purpose, to have a good woman by his side too.
Mhm.
Like, how does she like help you, or does she support you? How supportive is she?
Yeah.
And then how do you find the right partner?
Yeah.
For someone?
First, I feel like you said, I took a whole full year, that full year of COVID hitting. I really told myself, well, I need to start working on myself and become like the best version of myself. I told myself, I need to be ready mentally, physically, and financially. So those are like the three things that I had in my head. So when I started doing that, I started seeing like a change. I started seeing getting attraction to going towards me, and I feel like it's like basically filling a cup, right? Or having an empty cup. I will put this simulation, this example, right? Like you're the cup, right? If you don't fill the cup of yourself with being confident and loving yourself, if you have it empty, like you don't have that for yourself, you can't pour it in another cup,
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you should be filled up, and the person that comes to you by that being filled up should just add to that cup.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how I saw it. Like I started doing those three things, and I saw those things coming towards me, and just added to my life. The partner that I'm with right now, it helped. She adds me in so many ways. It just keeps me on track on the stuff that I need to do. And just seeing the things where I need to go, give me that direction sometimes when when I don't know like certain things. She gives me that extra hand that I need, those extra eyes of like, listen,
Wow.
Oh, I like
this
that.
is, you could go, you can do this better, or I feel like you should do this,
Right.
And I feel like for a partner, you should look for those kind of things, not just sometimes as men, you look for the most beautiful woman,
Right.
that's the most thing but sometimes a really good partner is about having that person that actually is there for to help you mentally and emotionally, and no matter the arguments or the situation that you go through, they're still there helping you out. It's a partnership. You have to help him, and she just has to help you. Can't be only just one sided.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
supporting each other.
yeah, definitely. With school, she's been helping me a lot.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like that's the main key I feel like you should first focus on yourself, filling up your cup, right? With those, at least for me, those were the three main things that helped me.
Get your cups empty. Like, can I have?
You
some?
can't. Yeah. Then you exactly like. Let's say you have
And
your
you
cup
become a
empty,
burden,
right?
You became a burden to
Desperate.
the other person.
Exactly.
Desperate.
Yeah. So your empty cup, you're just gonna be like, looking for somebody to fill up the cup.
And then the person that you're looking for to fill is just running away. Get away from me! Get away!
Yeah, like because
so
you're gonna be so desperate. That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. But once you have it filled up, man, they're just gonna keep adding to you in your life.
Wow.
So yeah, focus on yourself. I will say you don't even have to take that long, man. I took a whole year.
Yeah.
It just takes a year,
You
man.
know what's
Of
so
like,
funny? It goes by so quick. But people are like, "Oh my, a whole year!
but I feel
I can't talk to
it's.
girls. I can't do this."
I think it's because of that instant gratification. They want things so quick. Like,
Right.
you see those ads of people like you can get abs in 2 months.
Exactly.
Or in a month, I'm like, bro,
That's
that's not. If it was that easy, everybody could have abs, bro. That's
Facts.
you need to go to the struggle. You need to understand why is it so hard to get those things.
Wow.
Once you get your body and your abs and everything, you gotta understand like you acquire so many quirks for doing those things. You learn how to be patient. You know how to be dedicated. You learn to be serious about your life. And that you can apply to you can apply those things in your work environment
Every area.
or even in your educational stuff, and it works in so many ways.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like the struggle, man. The struggle is the key.
The struggle is what made you today.
That's what made me.
We have to go through the struggle to become the best versions of
Yeah,
ourselves.
yeah, definitely. That's what basically helped me. So I feel like you should work on yourself first. I would say, and then
Wow. This.
Yeah.
and then pursue whoever you want to go.
Yeah.
Who do you decide who you want to be with? So at that point, you can decide who.
Yeah,
choose who.
once you
Right.
level up so much, it's like, okay, you
Now you get to
got
choose.
so many options.
You get to choose, man. You get to choose. It's true, man. I watch a bunch of videos, different, all kind of podcasts.
Yeah, I know that we talk about that.
Yeah, bro. I read a bunch of books, and it's basically the same thing, but different people telling it. And it's basically that's what it is. You have to take time yourself, fully focus on the things that you're weak at, and just things will just come at you. It's like that law of attraction. Once you start loving yourself, yeah.
And once you're attractive, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, those things absolutely are just like, oh my gosh, Rafael.
He's a whole package.
He's a whole package, man. He got the job, got the body, man. He got the looks. He's social, man. He's like, wow, man. These are two kings right here, man.
Exactly. Like you feel so good, man. Feeling that you accomplished all those things.
Because let's say we got everything that we wanted immediately, we would all not be. We take it for granted.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You won't be grateful for it.
You won't be grateful for it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go through that struggle, and then you feel more confident, you feel more grateful, and then you also become more social.
Yeah.
So like going through that struggle makes us better.
Absolutely, man. Like I know the thing about the struggle is it's not pretty.
Right.
And sometimes it can be not always lengthy, but uncertain. Where it's like, okay, we don't know how long we're going to be in the struggle. It could be 1 week, or it could be, next 12 months. But you really do have to stick it out and say, okay, this sucks, and I'm going to do my best with what I have, but you have to do the best of what you have.
Right.
It's going to take some time, but it always works out, man. Like, everybody who's gone through the struggle and got out of it is so grateful for it because it helped transform them. Even, every single breakup in my life has been like, heart shattering, bro. It's just been like,
Right.
But every single time, man, I came out stronger. And so I'm like, bro, well, like, that's fine, man. Let's bring on the struggle. Like he said, what he said, keep up the failure, right?
Keep up the failure, man.
Let's go.
I never heard it that way, but I like it.
I love that, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
That's how you learn how to, if you go through those relationships, it's kind of teaching you how to become a better partner in a way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if you only had one relationship, for a longest time, you don't know how other people are, or are you going to be on another that, because it's just a different person.
Right.
So once you experience a lot of those relationships, then you start to realize, okay, now if something comes at me, I know how to handle it.
How to maneuver.
How to maneuver, you know how to handle it,
Yeah.
And that's what it is to be a man. You have to learn how to deal with things and not be like a victim.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is so good. Just like nothing. Like, you pretty much just preach a whole sermon right now.
Real talk. Honestly, yeah, in the 40 minutes that we've been here, like,
This
it's
is
been
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's been really good.
We definitely get you back on sometime.
Yeah, bro. I like
After
doing
hours.
those things,
Right.
Just talking.
But
After
Raph,
hours.
so
He said,
After hours
he
edition.
said, hey, yes, sir.
but Raph, real talk though. That being said, what is one final word of encouragement that you'd like to leave to this young person that's thinking, dang, I don't want to go through the struggle. It could be a man, a boy, girl, or just anybody out there. What is one final word of encouragement that you like to leave that person? And your final words you like to say to the audience?
I will say, man, like I said before, just take that year, focus on developing those weak skills. If you're a man, I know we as men, we go through a lot of struggles. You know, we live in the real life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't live in this fantasy world.
Fairy tale.
Yeah, like I would say, just develop those skills, work on yourself, and like I said, keep up the failure. It's gonna help you a lot, man. The failure is gonna help you succeed in life. So don't get discouraged and keep it up.
Man, yo, follow my boy, man. He's been some fire. We're definitely getting him back.
Good talk.
Yes, sir.
And with that being
Good talk,
said,
bro. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me here. Just letting me speak, truth.
and the audience needed this. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
And then we're just gonna keep winning in life,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate
That's
it.
what it's all about.
And with that being said, see y'all on the next episode.
All right.